Yo, what's the deal? Viernes, forget about a Friday. Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology with the Astro-Weather. Of course, I spit it clever and never say never. This is for Friday, October 6th, Saturday, October 7th, and Sunday, October 8th. Cancer moon, and Sunday, the Leo moon. So it's a Cancer moon weekend, and Sunday we get to vibrate from our hearts with creativity. So Friday, the Cancer moon, we're looking at it 12 p.m. Eastern, 14 degrees. It'll finish up on the East Coast at about 20, maybe Pacific, 21 degrees. And then, you'll have Saturday, the Cancer moon opposing the Pluto at 27 degrees. We'll talk about it when we get there. And trining Neptune, okay? For Friday, October 6th, remember it's the day of the planet Venus, and tonight I'll be on live late. I got clients. I'm working late on Fridays. Big E Astrology, I'm busy. But and thank you all you guys ordering and taking advantage of the Libra birth chart sale, sun, moon, rising signs. Email me directly at bigeastrology@gmail.com. And this Saturday I have week 2 of my class, and I'll be sending out emails announcing my next coffee talk will either be the 13th or the 14th, looking at the solar eclipse, which we're in that energy now, October 14th, and the lunar eclipse in Taurus and Scorpio, not Libra, Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, on October 28th, Scorpio season, Taurus moon, okay? So get ready for that. That should be really a great coffee talk. 2 hours, $20. You don't want to miss it, okay? And just got a bunch of services. Take advantage of them. I also do my audio birth chart readings. And even for the Libra birth chart sale, for both of them, you can get a natal chart, solar return, which is breaking down the theme of life for that year, or secondary progression, which is if you are born a Libra, you, depending on your age, you could be vibrating as a Scorpio or Sagittarius. All right, so yeah, and the audio chart is just the MP3, and you get videos of your planetary placement. That's only $89. And the moon tracking is $134. Tracking the moon, like we can go, let's say if you started Sunday, the Leo moon in your chart, even if you're Leo 3rd, 4th house, we just go around for 1 month and track the moon in your birth chart. So it's, really cool, proud service that I'm extremely proud of. And, today for Friday, we've got the Cancer moon squaring the Libra sun and in a sextile to Jupiter and Taurus. Okay, so there can be some, like I said, some issues and arguments with the family, relationships, spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, even business partners. Battles about, ego and the balance between the power struggles. The Cancer moon is very sensitive. It's at home, but it also has that deep inner knowing. I mean, in the sextile to Jupiter and Taurus, you can really, have some good meals on Friday. You can get really connected in nature as the leaves are changing for autumn season and stuff like that, apple picking and pumpkin and blueberry pie and all this good stuff. But it's also really connecting to your intuition through your physical body. So I would definitely, it's really a good day for some like deep toning. Hug a tree, yes. Trust me, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. I'm a hip hop New York City kid, but yes, hugging trees. Trees do give you wisdom. And right now, spiritual gifts are in heightening as we're ascending to the 5D, the earth, the DNA, the cells are changing. It's a slow process, or else humanity wouldn't be able to handle it. But trust me, I know I see it with myself and my own intuition and spiritual gifts growing. But you've got to put in the spiritual discipline and work. Saturn, right? Retrograde till November 4th in Pisces. Healthy boundaries, but spiritual discipline and rituals. So let's go to the chart for these 3 days. and see what's going on for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Octubre, baseball playoffs coming back, right? The National League Division Series, American League Division Series, down to the final eight. So you got what, Diamondbacks and Dodgers, Phillies and Braves. You have I think it's Astros Twins and Rangers Orioles, or it could be vice versa. But that's the final four. So enjoy NBA preseason starting, all that good stuff. So let's get to the Astro what weather and the birth chizzies, the chart for Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, October 6th, and then the 7th and 8th. All right, so here's the chart. We don't look at a particular ascendant. And as you can see, we got that Cancer moon over here in this ninth house in this chart, 14 degrees. All right. And it's in exact conjunction to dog star Sirius, which is an energy where the ancients felt like deities like Jesus and Buddha and people came from, and also the the original man, the African tribes, the Mali, the Dogon tribe. Okay, so and it's also in a square to this Libra sun. Okay, Libra season is rocking along. The Libra Aquarius deacon. So this is definitely about social justice. The unions. Whether it's teachers or farmers, different countries, and Screen Actors Guild, the auto industry, the pharmaceuticals. There's just a lot. And then even talking to Mexico City, they said we believe in bridges, not borders. And then Biden now talking about doing the border. Still pray for Syria and Ukraine, the tragedies in Maui and Morocco and Libya. There's a lot going on. And you can see with this Mars, conjunct the South Node, but squaring the Pluto, this is all leading up to, um, Pluto going direct, Venus going into Virgo, Mars going into Scorpio right before the solar eclipse on the 14th, October 12th. Okay. So there's definitely some combative energy to authorities, to power structures and systems, to the structures of our society, people trying to restrict you in your personal life. And, that's more mundane astrology, but for you personally, it can just be, you look at the Capricorn house and see, what still needs to be transformed, right? If it's the fourth house, it's your, home, the fifth house, things with your self-expression and children, sixth house, your health, daily routine, etc. Okay. So it's really important to, understand that and know that these squares are 90 degrees angles, 5 degrees on either side, so 95 or 85, and they create some discomfort, but there are opportunities for growth. But there's definitely a lot of, if you pay me, agree to disagree. So that Cancer moon and the Libra sun, that's really, relationships, families, blended families, arguments, so just be mindful and careful of that. And obviously the Mercury is moving along and the Libra sort of in conjunction to Saturn and Pisces. Um, so boundaries in relationships, communications, what's just, what's fair. You still have the Venus and Leo. It's still kind of in that harmonious sextile to Mars and Libra. So yeah, even, date nights. Okay. And this Venus Leo is definitely in conjunction with the Pluto. It's a yod, right? The finger of God. It's in conjunction to the Pluto Capricorn, and then also the Neptune, because right, Aquarius is right in between the Neptune and Pisces. So there's something really about the entertainment system and film and the government and authority and relationships, values and money that are kind of emphasized and that, is being pointed to at this time. And obviously you're seeing that with all the labor and unions. Venus is vehicles. Venus is the actors, the entertainers. Neptune's the film. Pluto's the power structures, these CEOs, corporations. So you see it right there. And then obviously this Chiron. The Libra sun will be, hitting this Chiron opposition. You can feel it now, but in the next, I would say the next 3 days. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, would probably be exact. And this is where we've got to kind of seek that inner peace to find out for ourselves where we're not initiating, we're not becoming brave and courageous, right? That I separate from the we and being the leaders of our own lives. So just be, mindful of that for Friday, really for Monday, but just the energy for the whole weekend. Okay. Um, still dealing with that T square. Mars is in the party with the Libra South node, Aries North node. And remember, the nodes are there until January 11th, 2025. Okay. Still got Juno and Venus. And now Lilith has jumped back in. So it's really get into your heart chakra and your root chakra when it comes to your pleasure, your beauty. Should I make this purchase of this vehicle? Is it necessary? Really be mindful of the self-love and what you value, what's pleasurable to you. Okay. So that's really what's going on for Friday in the Astro-Weather. Let's go check out Saturday, Octubre. Maybe I'll look at 10 a.m. Pacific when I start my course, week 2, Biggie Astrology. All right, Saturday. It's a Saturday. It's the day of Saturn, discipline, the Sabbath. We don't look at a particular chart, but we're looking at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. And the moon is really moving. Okay, so it's at 26 degrees, and it'll be there I would say to about 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and then we'll get into the Leo moon. Okay, so this Cancer moon is, really in that energy for Saturday of opposing Capricorn and Pluto. And that's where, you can really see people, opposing the structures and systems that are not helping people with the real estate market and their property taxes and with food for their families. Inflation is out of control. We can't afford to give money to other countries and Ukraine because Americans are struggling every day just to put food on the table, gas in their cars, and pay their bills. So I think that, something's got to give. And this moon is also squaring the nodes. So we've, got basically a cardinal cross. We'll go from the T square to the full cross with this Saturday energy. Cancer squaring the Libra and Aries nodes. And this is definitely the cardinal cross. So that's heavy. Saturday can be some really, I don't know if I want to say explosive energy, but it can there'll be some things that come to a head. And this is for, Cancer, Sun, Moon, risings, Libra, Aries, Capricorn, all the cardinal signs. You're in the theme, you're in the stories, you're up to bat. And obviously the Mars there in Libra squaring the Pluto. It's, yeah, it should be an interesting weekend when you're dealing with the cardinal energy. So just be mindful looking in your chart, for that. This Libra sun is boogieing along. You got the Pallas Athena, and this can even speak to in relationships how you may resolve some problems or dilemmas, seeking the balance, deciding to, sacrifice some selfishness to keep the peace and the harmony. This can be, maybe some issues with your father, you know, um, business partner. So just be mindful of that for Saturday. And, the coming off that sextile, and now you see the Jupiter has moved to 13 degrees. The Uranus is getting closer to the 21, still at 22 degrees. But that Jupiter at 13 degrees, that's a 4. And, we're really looking at the sort of law and order type energy, but definitely there could be some unique things with all these still this retrograde energy. It's asking us, the universe and God source energy, the creator, is really still asking us to be introspective about our spirituality, our boundaries, our discipline, our values, our freedom and liberation, our our healing, our pain, trauma, and crises. That's all Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Jupiter, Uranus, Chiron. Really think about these things. What can we do better? What can we adjust? What can we change? And in Libra season, it's not naturally introspective. And we got the Sun and the Mercury there. So the identity and also the logical, analytical, critical mind. And you see it's already jumping up to 4 degrees. So just be mindful of that. And really think about how you can, see where you can be better in a relationship, better in a partnership, better with yourself. Juno and Venus and Leo, it's still, the creative authority, the entertainer, but there's still an energy of the self-love, checking in with the root and heart chakra. I think right now, all as a collective, we can all ask, as individual people and leaders, how can we do better in a we situation, right? We the people, we the spouse, we the friend, we the parent, we the child, we the grandparent, we the cousin, right? So, really think about that. And then also, really taking time to heal any of the childhood wounds and traumas. When Pluto's in Capricorn, it's not just all about the structures in the political systems. Capricorn's a cardinal earth sign. And when Pluto's retrograde, it's about to go direct, but still, it's not going to go to Aquarius till January 21st, 2024. So we're still rocking with Pluto energy for the rest of this year and into January. And so that's where we're like, where are we not achieving our goals? Where are we not, striving for success and status and putting in the hard work and discipline in our own lives, right? What traumas do we need to purge, surrender, and release so that we can be our own bosses? That Capricorn Aries energy is very much like the boss, brave, courageous leader energy. So how can we transform that and transmute the fear and anxiety and stress around that? Okay. So that's October the 7th, and that's 10 a.m. and it'll be a Scorpio moon, which is Scorpio rising, which is my ascendant as I'm teaching my class, so that's perfect. But understand, you're also dealing with this Cancer moon finishing up, and then we'll get into the Leo moon, like I said, around 9, maybe even a little bit before 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So just, you'll have that Leo moon, right? Late Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Okay. So that should be, interesting in itself. And yeah, that's the astro weather for Saturday, October 7th. All right. Libra season's moving along, so definitely reach out and book your Libra birth chart reading. Spots are filling up like crazy, and love is in the air. You want to get, what they say, cuffed or booed up. This is a great time, only $53 to order a mini audio love chart reading, breaking down your seventh, fifth house, your Juno, your Venus, your Jupiter, where potentially the character type of the person and when through annual perfections you can potentially meet your love match. So I break that down for you and you get videos of your placements. It's really a big bang for your buck for only $53. And I think it's I don't think, I know it's more than worth it. All right. Eric Taylor, Biggie Astrology. Let's go to Sunday with the Leo moon for October 8th. NFL week 5. Oh yeah, and the Bears, they shocked. I picked the Commanders. The Bears won 40-20. Justin Fields. Whoop whoop. Happy for the brother. All right, let's go check out Sunday in the Astro-Weather. Biggie Astrology. All right, Sunday, October 8th, Libra season, rhyme of reason. We need justice, harmony, and peace, and no more treason. Verbally pleasing, you sound like a heathen. All right, so we're looking at 9 a.m. Pacific and around 12 noon, but this is going to be, over in London across the pond. The Bills and Jaguars will be playing early. The NFL games start 1 p.m. Eastern. So that Libra sun moving along, okay, and you see Mars is still slowly inching, but still in that T-square. We no longer have the cardinal cross because the moon has bounced into Leo. So at 12 noon, right, you see we got that Libra moon at 8 degrees because it went in, Saturday night, like I said. And so it won't be in a conjunction to Lilith, but the Lilith and Juno and Venus are all rocking, and Venus is, on the verge of going into, I think even later on Sunday night, going into Virgo. I think it's October 8th. I have to double check that, but it's basically coming. Which, it's been in Leo forever with the long retrograde. And so, since June. This is going to be an interesting energy as we get into late Sunday night and Monday with the Leo moon and then Venus, going into Virgo, where things get more analytical and critical. This is definitely good for writing. This is definitely good for fashion and health, being extremely detailed, precise, seeking the perfection. But remember, only God is perfect. But so just be mindful when you're Venus and Virgo, don't nitpick in a relationship. Be extra critical when you're purchasing a vehicle or fabrics or clothing. But, Venus is also food, entertainment, arts, culture. So maybe, people will be a little bit more critical of the movies they see, the music they listen to, which we should all be anyway, right? I mean, there's a lot of bad stuff out there, even, to allow your children to hear. I monitor, and I could do better myself in monitoring my children to what they're listening to. For the most part, I know everything, but I also believe in talking to them and just having honest conversations about what do you think they mean in this line? Or do you think it's good to talk about, drugs or shooting people? You know what I mean? It's out there. They're going to hear it from their friends. So you need to talk to them like an adult so they can understand. And that's the Leo moon, right? Children, creativity, the heart chakra. So you'll have this Leo moon as Sunday finishes out. The Leo moon will, basically as you're going to bed, will be in a sextile to the Libra sun. Okay. So the Leo moon will finish up at about on the East Coast at midnight at about 14 degrees and maybe about 15 degrees on the West Coast, almost 16. Okay. Um, and the Leo moon will square Jupiter retrograde at 13 degrees. So that's going to be late night as you're going to bed on Sunday. Maybe even, affecting some Sunday night football, baby. Okay. Leo, I almost forgot who's playing. I know the Packers, I think, are Monday night. Is it the Cowboys and Niners? Oh, yeah. So, and Dak Prescott is a Leo. Oof. Ay, 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 ay. So hopefully, his health is good. And that Niners defense might get on his physical body, the square. Hope that doesn't indicate any injuries, but I wouldn't be shocked if something happens. Not like Aaron Rodgers out for the season, but or just even a tougher emotional game, you know. But we'll see, if it vibrates right. Maybe it's one of those energies where it's more harmonious, because of the sextile to the Libra sun. Maybe a fourth quarter comeback or something. But you're going to have the Leo moon sextile Mercury, okay, in Libra. And that's going to be a little bit earlier on Sunday morning, okay. More, I would say, like 8 or 9 a.m. East Coast, 5, 6 Pacific. And I think it's definitely a good time this Saturday and Sunday. Spend some time socializing in nature and also maybe making things right. It's okay to say, admit to being wrong, say sorry, or ask for forgiveness. It amazes me all the time. I've seen in the last few years a lot of people can't say sorry or be like, "My bad, I did you dirty or I was wrong." You'd be surprised. Human beings, there's a lack of humility. You know what I mean? And hey, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I definitely try to apologize and I do so to my wife and kids. Whenever we have any issues. Um, so, Jupiter and Taurus and the Uranus, as you're dealing with these retrogrades, and I mentioned the Chiron switching. So those little shifts in degrees, you guys, like Chiron going to 17 and Jupiter going to 13, you feel them because of the degree points can represent different decans, different lunar mansions, different things, in terms of numerology. Okay. So, I mentioned that 17, that's an 8, and that 13, that's a 4. You're dealing with a lot of power and sudden events, and, what is the structures of your values, your money, how you're earning it, your five senses, your physical body, you know, how are you being a brave, courageous leader in your life? So understand this Mars Libra South Node still can be explosive in negotiations or dealing with business partnerships, creating arguments or power struggles, I versus we scenarios. Um, you know, when you have Libra season and the Mercury doesn't go to Scorpio till October 22nd, so it's a quick run in Libra, and then the Libra sun goes into Scorpio October 23rd. All right, so the cusp will be the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Only a 5-day orb. And there is no actual cusp. It's 29 degrees Libra, 0 degrees Scorpio. But you feel the energies from 28, 29, 0, 1, 2 degrees. Some astrologers just do 29 and 0. Some do 29, 0, 1. I only do a 5-day orb. When you see on the internet and some astrologers on YouTube 7 and 9 days orb, it's too much. You're not going to feel it. Okay. It's very much because 27 in numerology is 9. That's the end of that cycle. And then you're starting to ingress into the next sign at 28 and 29 degrees. Okay. When you're at 0, you are like really at the beginning, boom, jumping in and very much, that let's say we're talking about Scorpio, you're true Scorpio, but you're ingressing into the energy, still having some of that Libra energy come off of you, so by the third degree, you're kind of in there and you're communicating, right? Three is the child, the communicator, curiosity. Then you're really walking in and becoming more emerged into the next sign's energy, the Scorpio for this case on October 20, what would it be, the 26th, I guess. So yeah, that's it for Sunday. Enjoy Sunday, Libras. The moon will sextile the sun, but it's also, the Leo moon is, I guess you could say, or will go through late night in conjunction to the Saturn in Pisces. I wonder if that can move some negotiations. And for SAG, I haven't heard the latest. I don't know if they have already reached a deal or about to. I know the writers have. So just understand that, these energies, you can see things slightly move. Just like you got stuff dealing with the pharmaceutical companies. There could be some interesting news announcements on Sunday morning news and stuff like that. So that's the Astro Weather for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from Astrology Today with Biggie Astrology, your Cosmo reporter. And enjoy the Leo moon, you guys. The Cancer Leo moon energy. It can be, they're Sophic signs. Cancer and Leo are so pure, okay? The heart, the creativity, the children, the nurturing, sensitive feelings, deep knowing mother. Cancer, the moon, Leo, the sun. So very, very pure energies. So happy Libra season. Happy birthday, Libras. And that's the Astro Weather for Sunday, October 8th. Yeah, Sunday. Just another manic Sunday. So, hope you enjoy the Cancer Leo Moon weekend. Hit me up, whatever you want. And I teach, even though I have my course week 2 this weekend, I also teach astrology one-on-one, and I also do astrological life coaching, 4-week or 5-week program, where the 5 weeks if you get the birth chart, or the 4 weeks. And I'm really proud to help people transform their lives, heal their inner child, reprogram the subconscious mind, improve all the relationships in their life, including the relationships with themselves. God controls the moon, the sun, all the planets, and they affect us here on Earth because they are light frequencies and energies. All right, so be mindful and understand that whether you pay attention to astrology or not, this energy is still affecting you. You're just in the dark about it. So wake up and walk into the light and learn about this ancient wisdom called astrology. And I would be honored to be your teacher and your humble guide as a professional intuitive astrologer. So email me directly to book any services, find out about Coffee Talk. I'll be sending out emails this weekend. It's Big E Astrology at gmail.com. This is the Astro Weather for Friday, October 6th, Saturday, October 7th, and Domingo, the day of the sun. Sun, solar, Sunday, October 8th. Astro Weather. Eric Taylor, Biggie Astrology. God bless. Peace.